So we put together a list of things that you may not know are not included in your cruise. So the hidden costs of cruising to save you some money so your costs don't spiral out of control.
So the first thing that you'll notice are not included in the cost of your cruise and can be a big shock at the end is gratuities or tips.
Tips if you're English.
If you're English in the UK. These are not included in the cost of your cruise, and these are usually added to your cruise bill at the end of the cruise.
Yeah, so usually these are around $12, $15 per day per person. So if you're going on a week cruise and there's 2 of you, you can expect that to be about $200 by the end of your cruise. So make sure that you put this into the cost of your budgeting.
Also, there's gratuities added to the top of any drink you buy on board and any specialty dining or any meals that you buy on board as well.
Absolutely.
So you have to factor this in when you are making purchases on board the ship.
Yeah, and on most ships this is 18%. So if you buy a drink for say $10, this is going to cost you about $12. And these are auto added on. This is not actual money you hand over to your server. These gratuities are auto added onto your bill. So number 2 would be drinks. These are not usually included, especially the specialty drinks and the alcoholic drinks. Things like juices and water and filter coffee are usually included at lunch times and dinner times and breakfast. But alcoholic drinks, unless you've already bought a package or it came in your cruise cost, these are not usually included and usually would be one of the biggest amounts of money that you would spend whilst on a cruise.
Yeah, you have to factor this in when you're budgeting for your cruise. Think about the type of person that you are, if you're a big drinker, or even if you're just having, say, 2 or 3 drinks a night before dinner. On a 7-night cruise for 2 people, this could end up being $300 per person.
Yeah, just 3 drinks a day each, which it's crazy, isn't it? So you've got to add up whether a drinks package is going to be beneficial to you or not.
It's so easy, isn't it? Just to like, I'll just have another cocktail, and you just sort of like swiping your card.
Yeah, and remember from tip number 1, gratuities as well, which go on top of all of the individual drinks. If you buy a drinks package, the gratuities are usually included, so it's great.
And then you get a scroll, don't you, at the end of the cruise?
Oh my gosh, yeah, guys, I remember the first cruise we ever went on. It was only like 1 week.
It was double-sided.
And it was like double-sided. It was like, oh my god, there's another page. Oh, I didn't know that. It's like, oh my god, I forgot we had all these drinks.
I was like, what's this book?
Yeah, so it definitely is one of the biggest costs of a cruise would be the drinks that you buy on board.
So just factor that in when you book a cruise and work out if it's going to be cost-effective to get a drinks package or look at a cruise line that includes drinks in the cost of the cruise as well. Okay, number 3, which is another big cost of cruising, is shore excursions. So, I mean, you don't want to just sit on the ship, you want to get out and about.
Absolutely.
And some of these excursions are incredible, but they can be very, very costly. You're looking at around £100 for a shore excursion per person. And if you've got 5 or 6 ports, this can add up.
Yeah, you can be paying something on board which would cost you $100. If you do the research and look it into yourself using local companies, you could do this at 1/10 the price. It's crazy. So what we recommend is you do it. If you really want to do a shore excursion, do one and book it on board. But if you want to save some money, look at all of the different ports that you're going to be going to. Do some research, look at some local reputable companies, make sure they've got some good reviews out there and they're not going to rip you off, and make sure that they're safe and everything as well. And it can save you an absolute fortune. It's not just the shore excursions as well as it either, David. It's the transfers as well. Because some, oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, we just got a text from Twitter.
Oh, from
Cruise Norwegian. Move over Millennial Park. Check out the pink sand beaches of Bermuda. What's Millennial Park?
No, Millennial Pink.
Oh, move on. Oh, yeah, sorry, I can't read. Some of the ports that you'll park at, or dock at, because you're not a park.
Parallel park.
Beep, beep. Yeah, some of the docks that you will dock at can be quite far away from the place that you want to visit. So say Rome. Oh my God, if you go to Civitavecchia, I can say it. It's bloody miles away from Rome. So you've got to factor those costs in. And especially like a lot of cruise lines are now calling Southampton in the UK as London. It's a 2.5-hour train drive. It's a 2-hour drive away. So
yeah, it's 2 counties away from London.
Yeah, so take all of this into consideration as well when it comes to booking transfers or taxis, because these costs can add up as well.
Cruise lines may offer transfers, but you're going to be paying a premium for them. Look at local transport options, local buses, taxis, trains, or even, as you said, local transfer companies, but just make sure that they are reputable.
Absolutely, just do what you're happy with. You've also got your airport transfers for before and after your flight as well. These are usually a lot more expensive with the cruise lines, but the one thing that they do offer is just ease. So sometimes you do pay a little bit more, but sometimes it's worth it because it's just a lot easier just getting off the ship and going straight onto a bus without having to worry about it. So yeah, just do what's right for you. So tip number 4, I did 3, but it's 4, would be the dining. You've got to remember that the included dining will only include a few things, like some of the main dining rooms, the buffet. Some ships still offer free room service. Others usually offer it for a small fee of around $10. And there's usually some quick dining options like a grill on board and a pizza place, but these are usually free. But you've got to remember all of the specialty dining restaurants as well. Some ships have up to 10 specialty dining restaurants, and these can cost anywhere from $10 per person all the way up to $50 plus per person as well. So make sure you budget this into your budget when you're booking a cruise.
You also have to think about little extras such as sweets and treats, so like cakes, gelato, ice creams and things like that, and even some quick service things such as like fish and chips. You know, these are not included in the cost of your cruise, and it can add up if you know you're having a muffin every day and a cake and an ice cream.
Just research as much as you can about the ship to see exactly what's going to be included and what isn't going to be included when it comes to booking, and you'll be fine.
So tip number 5 is while most activities, the big chunk of onboard activities and entertainment are included, there is some charges for extra ones. So this is usually things like fitness classes, so things like spinning and yoga may be an extra charge, as well as gambling activities such as bingo, the casino, and the arcade as well. So make sure that your kids are not running up a huge bill in the onboard arcade.
And whilst most entertainment is included, like the big shows and the live music, some things like dinner shows on Norwegian cruise ships and Royal Caribbean cruise ships and MSC cruise ships like Cirque du Soleil do have a small extra charge as well.
And also some of the onboard facilities may have an extra charge. So this is things like the racetrack and the laser tag on Norwegian, the zip line on MSC. These are sometimes a small extra charge. And of course the spa and any of the spa treatments are not included in the cost of your cruise.
Number 6 would be laundry, everybody's favourite task. Only a handful of cruise lines have onboard self-service laundrettes. This includes all Carnival Corporation cruise ships, so we've got Carnival, P&O, Princess, Costa. Disney also have self-service laundrettes. Other cruise lines don't, so like Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and MSC. So we do recommend that you take on all the clothes that you need for your cruise. Otherwise, you're going to end up spending a fortune in laundry costs as you have to send these off to the onboard laundrette. Another
option is to take some washing powder, some of the hand washing powder, just for smaller items if you do want to do a quick wash throughout your cruise. That's a great way to
and you can just hang them up in your shower as well. And look out for some deals as well. Towards the end of the cruise, you usually tend to hear about filler bag deals for like $20, $25, where you can stuff as many clothes into a bag as you want and just pay one set charge. We've done that a few times and it's great at the end of the cruise because there's nothing worse than getting home, unpacking, and you've got to do all of the washing. It's just it's a nightmare, isn't it?
You're at the point where you're turning your socks and your undies inside out.
Cinderella, Cinderella, ooh, she's a fella. What? Because she washes things.
Is that who I am, Cinderella?
Cinderfella. Hello. Oh, hi. Oh my God, we're having the most amazing holiday. I'm telling you right now, it's like the best cruise I've ever been on. Oh my God, dude, my glasses just fell off my face. I'm shocked.
I'm just uploading this.
I'm shooketh.
I'm just uploading this video.
It just cost me £7,000 to make that call. No. $7,000, people.
Wait a minute, but I can't
my
get
glasses
a signal.
fell off.
I can't get. Let me cup the signal.
I'm going to buy the Wi-Fi and pay per minute.
So, if you haven't got it yet, Wi-Fi. Yes, cruise ships have Wi-Fi. Yes, it's very expensive. And it's usually pretty rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely don't pay per minute if you are going to do it. Book a package on board. Some of the best deals on board can be found on the onboard leaflet that you get through your door every single day. You can find some really good deals and packages on there. But yeah, don't expect it to be super fast like it is on land.
And outside of that, we just say, go without the Wi-Fi. Update your friends and family when you import. Find a McDonald's, they're usually best for the free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and make sure you turn your phone onto aeroplane mode if you're not going to be using it whilst on the ship, because things like apps and Facebook and mail all refresh automatically and they will cost you money because there is an onboard phone service which will cost you an absolute fortune. We've been on a cruise before where it's been updating throughout the night and cost us like $60, $70 and it's been like,
oh my God, yeah, you get your bill.
Didn't even use my phone.
Yeah,
exactly. So be very careful with that. And finally, our next tip.
Oh, I don't feel well. My arm's falling
I thought you were f***ing serious there. Medical care can cost an absolute fortune, so make sure that you're insured. Don't be silly and don't go away not insured, and make sure it includes cruise cover as well, because lots of normal, just bog standard cruise insurances will not include cruise. So just make sure that's stipulated in the terms and conditions as well.
Yeah, we've tried out the medical care on board, haven't we, Mr. Hewitt?
We have. One of us almost knocked themselves out while filming a ship tour.
And they do charge you for every single little thing. And obviously you don't want to be stuck in the middle of the sea with no way to pay for it. So just make sure that you do have travel insurance, but also get travel insurance when you book your cruise, because it'll include cancellation. So if for some reason you do have to cancel your cruise and you're past the deadline, that you will have a way to recoup them costs.
Yeah, exactly. And make sure you take all of your own medications away with you. So this includes prescription medication. Make sure that you have enough before you leave. Make sure you have all your pain meds, your tummy relief and sickness and all of that stuff. Just make sure you take we literally take a whole hospital with us, don't we? We're a pharmacy on hand. So if any of our friends need anything while we're on board, we have a full-on drop-down pharmacy. It's like, what pill would you like?
We jiggle as we walk.
Yeah. So yeah, just make sure you take all that on board, because there's nothing worse than getting hit with a massive medical bill for something that could have been cured with a few pain relief tablets.
Honestly, guys, we have used medical insurance twice now, and we have been relieved by it. We've had flights. We had to cancel a holiday because the airline that we booked with
cancelled our flights the day before.
They literally went bankrupt. And
Primera Air. Yeah. You know who you are.
And we were like, is that the airline that we're supposed to be going away with next week?
Tomorrow. No, it was 2 days away.
Yes. So we used our travel insurance for that, and we recouped our costs that way.
So guys, we hope that you enjoyed our video about all of the extra hidden charges on a cruise line. If we haven't covered anything in this video, please let us know in the comments below and share your knowledge with all of our lovely viewers.
Please don't let this put you off cruising. Cruising is just like a land-based resort.
Absolutely.
You'll probably find a lot of these charges are similar to going to an all-inclusive resort on land as well.
Yeah, we just want you to be as prepared as possible. Make sure you hit that subscribe button just down there right now. Do it, and hit the bell button so that you get a notification every time that we upload a brand new video, so you don't miss out.
And come along and join us and follow us on our adventures by following us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, we're always posting live on there. So that's it till next time. Happy cruising! La 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 cruise, 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 choose cruise, choose cruise. Meraviglia.
Meraviglia.
Meraviglia. We're just doing our pre-video warm-up, guys. You can buy our warm-up video at all good stores starting next week.